Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. Today's pick a card reading is a requested one and a fun one. We are going to see why are they always on your mind? And this is a person who is on your mind. In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different image. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so why is this person always on your mind? Okay, so we lead with the 10 of Cups here. So that tells me that you guys honestly felt like this person was going to be your happily ever after, okay? And I just feel like, you saw your future with them. You felt like they were the one. Like, I'm just gonna go there with this because it's coming through, leading these cards, that you really did have like this infatuated ideation of what this could be. And now you're kind of wondering, like, were you right on, or was this never going to be? Okay, you're thinking like, how could something that felt so strong and right end up being so wrong in a sense, with it not going where you wanted it to go? Because I see with both of these ace cards reversed here, it's kind of like this, you feel like this connection never really took off like the way that it should have. It never had its proper... It just never was given its proper... It's like a plant that doesn't get watered, basically, is the feeling I'm getting. Like the fire got put out before it could really take off and be what you felt like it could have been with the 10 of Cups here. And I just feel like, this shift and this ending between you guys really just left you like feeling like completely in the dark, as well as... Hold on. As well as heartbroken and really like not sure where to go from here is what I'm seeing with that. So we also have them saying, "You're so hot." Okay. So the card that came out, "You're so hot," tells me that you and this person are definitely physically attracted to each other. And I feel like you guys really have it going on in that department. Okay, like the chemistry, the magnetism, the passion, like, so if you guys have gone there, like in any sense of the word, like if, you had any type of physical relationship with each other, I feel like that's on point. But as far as it being anything more, I don't feel like you guys ever had that label, or if you did, it's like it was short-lived is what I'm getting with these 2 cards reversed. Yeah, and then we have the clouds, which just show that, yeah, you felt, like confused about the shift between you and this person. And again, I feel like there was such a lack of clarity, and you just felt like you were in the dark about this whole thing. And then with the whip, yeah, I just feel like you guys might have gotten into it, but either way, the whole thing like abruptly changed with the whip and the tower. And again, it left you feeling like in the dark and heartbroken and really wondering about this. Then I also see the 7 of Cups here. So, this in particular is making me feel like this person possibly could have treated you like an option, whereas you treated this person like a priority, and they didn't reciprocate that. And that could also be where you felt like this had to shift, even if you didn't want it to. Okay, then we have my cat card, which tells me like this person is definitely an independent, like a cool independent person who acts like they don't need anyone, almost like they're too whatever to commit or admit that they have feelings for somebody. So I feel like part of the intrigue with this person was the chase of them, okay? And what came to me with that, actually, let me get some more cards out and then I'll tell you. Yeah, and then we have my wild card. So it's almost like this person, could be like woo, and like the life of the party, and just real fun and spontaneous is what I'm getting. And, you know, I do feel like you guys are definitely attracted to them. They're attracted to you. So again, it's kind of like this Knight of Wands energy, you know, where they're so fun to be around. They're exciting. Life feels like an adventure with them. But as far as like commitment goes, this person was not about that life. Not yet is what I'm getting. Okay, and then we have lips. So again, like, I feel like if you guys have kissed this person or more, it's like, I feel like you guys were on point with that, you know, and I feel like you miss that. Like I feel like you guys think they're a really good kisser and you don't experience that with just anybody. So I definitely can see like why this person's on your mind a lot. Okay, so going back to all that though. So this dynamic, this energy dynamic that I feel like you guys wondered, was this a soulmate, twin flame-like connection? You know, it definitely has like a karmic cycle feel to it, whereas I feel like you two, you know, when you guys like both are in this, you're really in this, and it's passionate, it's fireworks, you know, that type of feeling. But then I feel like you guys, you know, think, well, if they're enjoying this as much as I am, like, why are we not taking this to the next level? And I'm just getting like this person definitely was not in a commitment stage, it feels like. And so the energy dynamic started to become like you guys wanting what you can't have. Okay. And it's not to necessarily say that you can't have this person. What that really means is like, you know, they have free will and they didn't want to commit. So it doesn't have to do with you. It's just like where they were at. Okay, so we also have Aries flew out twice, so it's possible for some of you choosing this, maybe you and this person are both Aries, but either way, this definitely has their energy written all over it, going back to like that Knight of Wands type of feeling. I just feel like this person's a very physical, sensual, passionate type of person, and you know, they're very fun, they're very exciting. You never know what they're gonna say or do, so you know, it just feels like a wild ride being, you know, around this person or just hanging out with them. And you know, it's like an adrenaline rush for you guys is what I'm feeling. So that's definitely all partly why you're drawn to them. Okay, so it is possible that this person could be still kind of like a soulmate connection. Okay, they say I'm sorry, but I can't be with you. And I feel like that's not indefinite, but as far as like when, you know, it's just got the feeling of like right now, like for right now, like given their non-committal stage in life, like wherever they're at, everybody's gonna be kind of in a different place though, okay? So some of them might be coming out of that by the time you watch this video, and for others of you, they're going to be still in this like non-committal stage. Because here's where things start to change in the cards, okay? So we have the Swans card, which kind of like gives me hope as far as like this, even if it started as like kind of a karmic cycle, you know, like them being interested 1 minute, you reciprocating, and then them, you know, acting like, what? I don't want you for more, you know, that type of thing. I feel like with the Swans though, that does show like a promise of this becoming like a soulmate type of connection, okay? Yeah, and then we have the Cage with the heart and the key. So it is like eventually it feels like this person, it's going to... Okay, I have several cards that actually tell this story. Okay, so the Ace of Swords and the Cage with the key and the heart. It's kind of like eventually I do see this dawning on this person, okay, like the light hitting their mind and this clarity coming through that, you know, like you were the person for them. They were just being, you know, having to experience whatever. and do their thing until like this realization hit them. Okay, so it's not going to be anything that anybody says to them. It's their own realization. And then they're going to be like, okay, you were the key to my heart. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing for that. Then we have this Earth card, which I feel like represents your energy and you already knowing like the amazingness that you and this person could be, and you know, you saw the potential and you kind of like waiting around for them to see it, you know? And I do feel like the light is going to dawn on this person and they are going to see it. But the question is, will it be too late by the time that this realization hits them and they do end up wanting something more? Because then we have, okay, I'm going to make a move towards you. Yeah, that's after, you know, they say, I'm sorry, but I can't be with you. And then I have my card that they do want a fresh start with you. And this is a very clear, sweet energy, but I feel like it's going to take a little bit of time for this realization to hit them and them to come forward. And then we have my love. So yeah, it's like they're going to realize, oh my gosh, like you are the one for me. But, you know, and I feel like, okay, here's the thing, you guys, I feel like you're more mature than this person and you're more intuitive. So it's like you already know this and you're like waiting for this person to catch up, and they're kind of in their little Knight of Wands, F-boy or girl phase in life. Not that, you know, everybody goes through that, but like this person is, I feel, okay? So it's kind of like the timing, and it's going to, you know, I feel like you guys are going to have to kind of decide, like, is this too little too late, or, you know, is this right on? Like, so, okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 2. Okay, so why is this person always on your mind? Okay, group 2. So a whole story came to my mind when looking at these cards. So let me get this whole story out. Okay. The impression I'm getting with this person that you guys, that's always on your guys' mind, is that first, the song that hit my mind was one of the songs, okay, because a few came out, is I knew I loved you before I met you. I think I dreamed you into my life. Maybe it's just intuition, but some things you just don't question. When I look into your eyes, I see my future in an instant. Okay, so this person basically feels like, you know, I'm getting the impression that their life was kind of humdrum and maybe even somewhat like falling apart around the time that you guys either met or that you ended up reconnecting with this person. Maybe you ran into this person, okay? So basically you entering their life like shook things up for them in a good and not so good way, okay? It's possible they were already with somebody. But again, I don't feel like things were going well in that department. And, you know, the feeling that you both got was kind of like you either both dreamt of each other or one of you dreamt of each other. And it's just like it rekindled and you know, all these like feelings came up. Like you guys have known this person and they have known you, okay? 6 of Cups might as well have come out because that's like the kind of energy that this embodies, okay? And for some of you, this definitely is like a past life connection that you ran into, okay? Or maybe even dreamt about, and then you two like ran into each other. And there's just this familiarity, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, even if you guys haven't really spoke a lot or like seen each other a lot, I'm just getting like the impression that there's this intense connection between you guys that's unexplainable. So, okay, let's see. All right, then we have the Star and Temperance. So this person definitely, views you guys, like this star card, okay, like they see you guys as being like a star and just shining and just like kind of illuminating their path is what I'm getting. And they feel like a better person just by knowing you, just by being in your presence. In fact, you make them want to be a better person, like as cliche as that may sound. That's like what's coming through. It's actually amazing to realize like the impact and impression that people can leave on people. Like whether you end up with this person or not, it's kind of like what you leave them with is wanting to be better, which is amazing. Okay, it's like such a positive ripple effect. Meanwhile, though, this person has had their own stuff to go through, okay? With the moon card here and this moon card in particular, like this is such a like in-depth card, like really diving deep with the emotions to really rise as this star card themselves. So I feel like, and with Temperance, this person has really kind of gone back and forth. One minute they feel amazing, the next minute they feel off kilter and like they're starting over with themselves. But so it's kind of like, you know, you guys, you entered their life at a good time on one hand, but at a rocky time on another, okay? And the same could be said for you guys as well. Like often, I feel like, you know, the cards kind of are a mirror. Like what they're going through is somewhat what you guys are going through, just like the details are different, okay? Like different circumstances in your life are possibly causing you to go deep as well and, you know, really dispel the patterns that no longer serve you to rise like the star card and really emerge as like, you know, your elevated self basically. Okay, so let's take a look at the other cards to get even a glimpse further into what is going on here. Okay. So we have my cards next, okay. So, okay. This is interesting because it's possible for some of you, it was kind of like, you know, actually I want to get more cards out before I dive into that. Okay, yeah. And so this person thought they knew where life was going, okay? Like I said, a little humdrum until you entered the picture, okay? And you guys entered and you and this person were like friends, and then all of a sudden it was like something shifted between you guys that was undeniable, okay? And it's possible for some of you, you work with this person. Or there's just something that's coming through where you guys have to keep it professional. Okay, so even if it's not like somebody you work with, there's something going on where you both feel like you can't let on, okay, about what's really going on. Is like what's coming through. Because often when I see this card, it like is about somebody who wants to give something a chance, but like they're guarded, okay, their heart's guarded, like a cactus saying, hug me. But in this case, I actually get the impression that it's more like you feel like they can't right now for some reason. Let me take a look further at that. Okay, so your person is also coming across like they live in a world of their own and they keep a lot to themselves. Okay, so that could also partly be what's going on with this cactus right here, okay? I'm just getting kind of like somebody who, that's kind of their way of feeling like in control, so to speak, and like, yeah, I'll let you in, you know, when. Interesting. The other trait that's coming through is we have learning and teaching yourself and others. So I feel like you, this person's really good at learning new information and communicating or teaching it to others. So I feel like you guys felt like, oh, this is like my, you know, my person that's like me. Like you guys are constantly like bettering yourselves. So you definitely have that theme coming through. Okay, but here's the other thing that is also coming through with this. So we have the song that came out is can't look in your eyes. You're out of my league. Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs. She's like the wind. So again, it shows you how highly this person thinks of you. Okay, Star card, Patrick Swayze, she's like the wind. Okay. And if you're a guy, you know, just flip that. So basically this person views you guys so highly that, you know, if sometimes you're trying to get a read on their body language and they don't make eye contact or they don't smile, you know, they're trying to keep it, again, like professional, you know, poker face. I feel like it has no reflection on whether or not they're interested. It's literally that this person puts you up there on a pedestal, basically. And, you know, they just... if they're ever in their feels, you know, or feeling like, you know, insecure that day, not as confident, then they might avert eye contact. They might not smile. They'll just, you know, kind of play it cool. And I feel like that's just their way of kind of compensating for feeling possibly not good enough. Okay. And I feel like this would kind of surprise you guys somewhat, because I do feel like overall this person comes across like they're confident. You know, they often don't show what they're feeling. So, you know, you guys can interpret that as being strong. And I do feel like they are strong in their own way. And I mean, everybody has things, you know, insecurities or doubts that come up for them. But it's just interesting to me, you know, like, I don't like seeing people put people on a pedestal, but they do view you guys highly though. And I feel like you guys feel the same way. This is interesting. It's very mutual. It's just, I do feel like they have a lot going on, you know, that they're dealing with, which also can make a person not feel like their most confident self, and that they are trying to work on feeling more grounded, you know, and strong and confident. So as strong and confident as they portray themselves to be on the outside, this person is trying to feel that way on the inside, is what I'm seeing. They're trying to build themselves up for you and for themselves, you know, but as far as like before, you know, approaching you goes, they definitely want to feel like their best self. So yeah, going back to this though. So it was kind of like things were kind of just humdrum, predictable in their life, not really like going one way or the other, you know. But then I feel like things did start to get rocky, and this could even be before you guys came in, okay? And you guys, you know, you came in as a friend. All of a sudden something shifted. This person's like, wow, like you are magical, you know, and they wanted to be like, once you get a dose of magic, you know, like somebody's magical presence, it's like you want more of it, you know. This person, you make them feel like they've come alive and like anything's possible, okay? You bring the fairy tale to people's lives just by you being you, group 2. But, you know, okay, so I'm going to get to that part in a bit. So we've got these cards that also came out where this person says, I replay memories of you over and over in my mind, okay? So if this is a newer connection, basically what that's saying is like any interaction you two have had, you know, anything that was said or, you know, you seeing them, they feel like those were just the most joyful moments, and they replay that in their mind. They say, I'm not ready to commit. Okay, so as far as that goes, not necessarily getting that this person isn't ready to commit. I feel like they feel more like they can't right now due to whatever is going on, that they feel like they have to maintain this kind of professionalness. And we have no communication. Okay, yeah, I was picking up on that. Because whenever I see this card, I feel like you and the person on your mind aren't really communicating, but you both are kind of still connected and both kind of checking out, you know, each other's social media if you have it, or they're asking about you. Like there's still some kind of like low-key hidden connection between you guys, even with no communication. And kind of, you know, the person is reading into this situation, trying to get a read on you. Okay, so even if they don't know about these kind of videos, you know, they're doing it in their own way is what I'm seeing. And then we have, you're going to hear from me. So that's exactly what this letter card is saying. So it's kind of like, I feel like out of the blue when, you know, you guys are probably off, busy doing your own thing, not even thinking about this person. It's like usually the way it goes. Like out of nowhere, you are going to hear from this person and it's going to spark communication, and they're going to want something to be, you know, something to kick off between you two is what I'm getting. Because, you know, this is like the pink card, which is all fiery and like passionate and like excited. So I feel like once they start feeling like themselves, but even better, like this person's going to take charge of the situation and contact you, and actually like you two are going to have conversations going, I feel. So yeah. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so why is this person always on your mind? Okay, group 3. So I just have to say that your person is so back and forth after looking at the cards that came out for you that I totally understand your frustration with not understanding like where this person is coming from. I don't know if I've ever had such back and forth readings as I've had for you guys in the past couple of videos, especially the message videos, any your person videos. Okay, but anyway, we are going to dive right into this. Okay, so it appears like with the 10 of Wands here that I feel like this was a very intense connection. Like no matter what the label was, you know, whether this is an actual ex or not, it's like what you guys felt was intense, it was strong, and you know, there was this cutoff point that also felt equally as intense and strong. You know, like being with them, amazing, being without them, not amazing. Like just everything with this person feels intense, okay? And I'm getting that, you know, it's kind of like, I'm kind of getting like that song, like, it's the NSYNC song. It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you, but when we are apart, I feel it too. And no matter what I do, I feel the pain. With or without you. Okay, so not only do you guys feel the pain when you're with or without this person, I also feel like you feel the opposite. Okay, there's a duality with this. You also feel at times like amazing when with this person, but then also amazing not being with this person. So I feel like this is so like, what is going on here? Like, are you guys better off together or not? You know, it feels like weirdly complicated, this connection that you have with this person. Yeah, that's what I'm getting with the Strength card reversed, and then the 2 of Cups right next to it, and the Page of Cups. But then we have the 6 of Swords. So this connection could be the type where you guys literally like get together 1 minute and then take a break or break up the next, okay? Or quit talking, you know? I'm just getting like somebody walks away, somebody reconnect. You guys walk away, you reconnect, you walk away. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm gonna say that I feel like because you guys, you know, it's like your heart is tied with this person for better or worse type feeling. That's like why they're always on your mind. Like energetically, you guys are tied to this person, okay? And yeah, karmic cycle definitely came out as far as this connection goes. And like I tell everybody, even though it says karmic cycle, that doesn't necessarily mean that this isn't like a soulmate type of connection. But that's like how it's showing up right now, okay? And it makes sense because anytime that we have like this back and forth energy, we're together 1 minute, we're not the next, and it just repeats itself, then it's definitely karmic, okay? Again, it could turn into something else, but that's how it's showing up right now. Okay, so let's see. They say it's not in your head. I feel it too. But as we're about to see with other cards, they definitely go back and forth with their own like body language and energy and actions. So I can see why you guys would constantly be wondering, like, is this for real or not? Then my Be Patient card also came out. So it's kind of like saying, you know, if you really do want this connection to make it, you guys are going to have a patient energy with this when it comes to dealing with this person, okay? Because, you know, it's not necessarily that they're not in this for real, but they have a really, like, strange way of showing it, is what I'm seeing. Okay, then we have my Garden card, which means that, you know, you guys have kind of gone round and round trying to communicate with this person, trying to get, you know, some kind of, like, solution, I feel like. Yeah, it feels like it's really tough to get anywhere with this person. So then you guys, you know, when enough's enough, it's like you cut off from this person and walk away. I also had another song come to me when I saw this card. Like that one that's like, I'm gonna remember you, you're gonna remember me. Okay, so yeah, that's part of your guys' intenseness with this, you know. It's like, even when you guys aren't together, it's like, you're who each other always thinks about. You know, you guys are the ones who want to hit each other up when something happens. That type of connection. Okay, then we also, yeah, that's like with this card too. It's kind of like, no matter if you guys have, you know, cut communication or haven't seen each other, it's like you guys always still kind of feel connected. You feel like you know what each other's going through. It's like you're the go-to people for each other, you know. Kind of like the best friends and lovers vibe. Then we have my Believe card. So, you know, that does show like when things are going good, they're really great for you guys. Like you really do feel like, yes, you know, we're actually communicating, we're on the same page, you know, we have these strong feelings for each other, and you really do ride that wave for a while is what I'm seeing. And then like something happens and it's like the communication goes out the window and you both just kind of like hastily cut off, I feel, from it. Like enough's enough and you're like done. And I feel like it has to do with how intense the energy is between you guys. Yeah, because you both are coming across like you're both the alpha in this connection. And when you have two people that operate that way and communication sometimes doesn't get clearly spoken, I feel like that's when like the energy is to cut off from the connection, even if that's what you both don't want, is what I'm seeing with this. Okay, my your style and your smile card came out, so I feel like you both like each other's style and smile. I feel like you guys like all of each other, but like, yeah, that in particular though came out. Okay, so this Bridge card definitely represents, like with the pink here and like the firework looking picture, that, yeah, you guys are very passionate people, and it goes back to that intense, energetic connection. And, you know, like I said, like when things are good, they're really good, but when they're not good, they're really not good, okay? I do feel like there is this instinct, though, to want to bridge the gap between each other, but what comes with that is you both feeling at this point that it's kind of risky, okay? And it could be due to the pattern of you both kind of like being cool with each other one minute and then not the next, okay? So I do get a bit of pettiness with that. It's kind of like you both are kind of competitive, especially with each other. And it's almost like you think, okay, like if you're going to text a one-word answer, then I'm going to one-up you and text K or nothing. Like that kind of thing. A little bit of mind games going on between you guys. Okay, so then we have the Book card. I feel like this person kind of keeps a lot to themselves and they don't really reveal what's going on or what they want or what they're feeling. And often I feel like this person kind of doesn't know themselves, like what's going on, what they're feeling, okay? I feel like you guys are definitely more self-realized than this person is. So navigating through emotions for this person is pretty tricky, and they would almost kind of like rather jump ship or go their separate way than to actually like communicate like what's going on. I feel like that's pretty tough for this person. Okay, but then we do have the Man card here, which tells me that, you know, there is a part of this person though that acts like they are in this for real. They do want to actually have something real with you, and they do want it to go well, even though I feel like their actions often speak the opposite. And then we have the Communication card. So if you guys aren't in communication, I do feel like you're going to hear from them. Okay, so let's take a look at my cards to get another glimpse into this dynamic between you guys. They say, you're the one I want. And then we have, it's not that deep, fam, I'm a flirt. That's what I mean about that back and forthness. So I feel like that's kind of like how this person acts when, again, they don't know how to navigate intense emotions. And they say, no matter how hard I try, I can't move on from you. Okay, I was definitely getting that feeling with the walking card. Like this person's like walking, like trying to walk away from something. Like and move on, but yeah, I was also getting the impression that this person, even if they try, they can't. I feel like you guys are the same way, okay? You both are like mirroring that energy, and that's why you're both not able to walk away, even if you're like, this is ridiculous, like this is so back and forth. They say, I'm not sure how I feel about you. I feel like, you know, don't take that personal. I don't feel like this person knows what they're feeling on a day-to-day basis, period, okay? And I'm just stating it. Like some people just really like have a tougher time navigating that kind of stuff. And then we have my card, take all your big plans and break them. So yeah, see how back and forth this is? This is like, what is going on? Like 1 minute they act like it's not that deep, you know, I'm a flirt. And then the next minute they're like, oh my gosh, I wish we could both just like not show up to work, just hang out together, you know, and do whatever. They try to move on, but they can't move on, but they don't know how they feel, but then they think, you're the one I want. Good luck, group 3. This is so back and forth. And then they say, you are a bright spot in my life, okay? And, you know, with that, I feel like when this person finally, like, cuts through the BS of their own internal BS that's going on, it's like they start to realize, like, you are the one they want. You are this bright spot in their life. I would do whatever it takes to be with you and see you. And then, like I said, like we do have the Man card here, which is a card that does say, like, I do want something for real with you. I do want this commitment. It's just this person's like a closed book, okay? And again, I feel like they would really have to open up and communicate with you in order for this to go anywhere. But okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.